It's the fire in the rain. It's the smile within the pain. It's the logic but insane. You cannot know from where it came. It's the way you cross the floor before you head on out the door. It's the figure on the wall. So many times I heed the call. It's the silence of the room, the way you turn before you bloom. Another shadow for the blind. I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Although I'm running up a hill, I feel I'm always standing still. Can't remember where I've been. I don't know where I should begin. I don't know where I should begin. I don't know where I should begin. Too many of us here, a crowded planet full of fear. It's not the way it's meant to be. We should be happy living free. Although I'm running up a hill, I feel I'm always standing still. Remember where I've been. I don't know where I should begin. I don't know where I should begin. I don't know where I should begin.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Can you hear me too? Am I here too?
You're here too.
Am I here too? You hear me too? Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Welcome. It looks like the chat is working again. Hopefully alerts are working again.
I'm back. I'm back in business.
It's India.
Yesterday I had adequate sleep. I'm sorry I wasn't here for the stream. I was very unconscious, but it was great. I have no regrets. Thank you, Mike, for picking up the slack for me.
Is a regurt a yogurt that you eat for a second time?
No, it's a regret, but it's more fun to say. Although having yogurt that you've already kind of regurgitated does sound like it would also be a regurt.
A regurt. Yeah.
Sounds like you would regret it.
A re-yogurt would taste like regret.
It would. Oh my gosh, Declan says India Doig was so mean to us while you were gone. I knew I couldn't trust him. I knew it. See, everyone thinks he's the nice one between us, but he's got deep, I can't even think of the word.
Pockets.
A deep nefarious nature buried underneath. He just hides it really well because he's adorable and a bear. Everyone's like, oh, he's so cute.
I don't even have to defend myself. I was lovely. I was lovely for the whole 9.5 hours that I streamed.
That's not what Declan says.
Declan can make up whatever stories he wants to.
Ooh. Also, Declan's got himself a copy of Pokemon Green, which apparently was only released in Japan, meaning it isn't English. It's called it's called Pocket Monsters when you turn it on. It's amazing for my collection. That's so cool. That is awesome. Oh yeah, how's the Pokeballs going? The Pokeballs we were printing. They were looking so awesome when I last saw. Our flatmate is up and about this morning because he's going to kill Kenny. He's going on a trip.
It's like he's gone.
He's gone, wow. He sure was up fast.
Yeah.
And gone fast.
I think he was up before we got up.
Just in his room. Silently. Like a spider.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. So yesterday I was working on Piggu Joust. I've been working on Piggu Joust quite a bit. And let me share my screen.
You working on Piggu Joust? That sounds out of character. I don't know if I believe you.
I was painting this chunky cat. Him name is Anvil.
Are you showing it yet?
Yeah.
My screen is a little bit behind. Why is he going to kill Kenny? Kenny has to get killed every episode. That's part of the point. For those who don't know, Kilkenny is a place in Ireland. Lots of Irish places begin with kill or include kill in the name.
I think it means church.
It may well. That'd make sense. Why there are so many places named it.
Oh look, India, there's a crow male.
Is this a crow male? Is this a crow male? Okay. Hi, I'm Doig. I love crow mail and crows and mail. This is fun. I love this. Please send me, Doig, as much crow mail as you can. I'm begging you. Wow, Doig, I didn't know you felt that way. Thank you for being so honest and open on the stream in front of everyone. It was very brave of you to open your heart like that. You know, I think being emotionally honest and open and vulnerable is a brave and important thing to be able to do.
It is a brave and important thing to do, but it has to be sincere.
That's why I, Doig, was being completely sincere when I just said that I wanted to receive more crone mails.
Wanted to receive more crows. What are
I
you
knew
doing?
it. Don't worry, Doig. We got you. We got you back.
Sure, send me all
You
the
can
crow
do the
mail.
next one
No, I won't.
because you want
I
it
won't
so
do
much.
it.
But you
No.
want to get closer to Stamps, right? You want
No.
to have a tight bond with our feathered friend.
No.
You want. Yeah, you just told me you did. You just said it.
Oh.
I heard you. Everybody heard you.
Anyway, I was doing level. At the end of last stream, I was doing level layout stuff. All building. Is it this one? Yeah. Why this sudden hatred for Crowmail?
Doig never liked
It's
crow
India's
mail.
thing.
'Cause
India
it-
wanted to do it.
Because Doig doesn't want to make crow sounds. I keep telling him that he can just have Stamps make them. He doesn't have to, like, make them too, but he won't listen to me.
Piggu mail. Honk honk.
How would Piggu sound like if he had a voice?
Oh, I don't know. It's fairly stoic.
Can you do a stoic voice in the, like, type voice?
The what type of voice?
Like Piggu, like this. But make it all stoic.
No, I don't think so.
Go on, give it a go. Have you real fun.
First, there was darkness.
Is that? I mean, I think that's an awesome Piggy voice. But no, no Gollum. Only Piggu.
This is a Gollum line.
Well, that's why I thought you were trying to do Gollum, is because you were saying Gollum lines.
That's Gollum.
No, stop! I hate your Gollum impression.
Why?
It's full of so much spit. I hate it. No, stop, please. Have mercy. No!
Gollum mail.
Please, no, not Gollum mail.
I received the message.
Sponsored by Stamps.com. Yeah, that's it. That's the stamps we're talking about. We're officially endorsed by Stamps.com. They think we're great. Can you get in trouble for telling everyone that you're officially endorsed by a bunch of companies you're not endorsed by
Don't know.
from the company? Would they get mad? If I was like, Coca-Cola cites us as their official representatives on the streaming platform. It's more of a partnership than a sponsorship,
I mean,
really.
I think if like, I don't know. It's sort of. I don't know. Is it fraud in some way?
Probably.
I think if you were like, we've been sponsored by these people, and you get more sponsorships because people thought you've been sponsored by others, then that's just on them. I don't know.
In that case, Pepsi and Coca-Cola and Fanta are all fighting for our love.
You know, Fanta is owned by Coca-Cola, right?
That's why it's fighting for our love. It's like younger brother and older brother rivalry. Disney might. Endorsed by Disney. Doig and Swift officially endorsed by Disney.
By Disney.
Yeah. I want to see what happens. We should start putting on all our banners. Officially endorsed by Disney.
I wonder if Disney sponsors anyone.
What are we creating
I've
again?
never heard anyone be like, "Hi, have you heard of Disney?"
Disney doesn't need to sponsor anyone. Disney owns everything.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if Disney owns Twitch. So, what we're making, I am storyboarding off screen because there is a delivery for storyboards today that I am trying to get ahead of. Whereas Doig, Sir Doigles, is making a game, not just any game, a game about piggoos and adventure on the high seas. Mainly piggoos.
Yep. And the last thing I was doing was figuring out a top-down view of a room I want to create. I want to create something that's in the vein of Monster Hunter Gathering Hub / Gathering Halls. I was grabbing some reference of such a thing. Here. It is a cat though. Right, okay. Like this.
Oh, thank you, Kimmy. I do miss sharing my screen with you guys, and I miss working on the personal projects I was working on in the morning. But also, I think everybody's aware that we're going to be sort of breaking up for Christmas soon. So we're trying to get as much done on production as possible. So, you know, I feel like I need to prioritize this right now. But it means I can still chat with you guys and with Doig, which is nice.
Alright. I'm not breaking up with anyone.
We're breaking up for Christmas. And then we're going to get back together again in the new year.
All I want for Christmas is your ass gone.
Come back in the new year and we'll have some fun. Christmas will be nice though. Doig and I are going to be snuggling up here in Ireland. Doig is going to show me the Grinch because I've never seen it. It's going to be a grand old time.
I may want to switch the stream window. What do you mean?
Probably because we have pure ref above everything. I don't know. Which Grinch? The movie Grinch, the newest one with the guy, Jim Carrey. My brain actually got there. Wow, good for you, brain.
Good.
I'm so bad with names. You wouldn't believe. Well, you would believe it. Like I literally just forgot what Jim Carrey's name was, so that's how bad it is. Yeah, no Swift screen today. I'm sorry. I know it feels like it's been ages since I've had my screen on.
It has been.
I'm doing important stuff. Not that the other stuff isn't important. This is extra important. And extra secret. Yeah, Ola says you missed my Gollum mail.
Oh. Okay.
Come on.
What? Wait, I have to get
You have to do the sound of him scampering up.
Wait, we can...
Like the blow illegally. What has it got in his nasty little pockets? Curses and splashes. My pencil test is lost. Curse it and crush it. We hate you forever.
I lost it at the end there.
I love it.
I ran out of breath.
I hate Gollum, but I love this.
You like Gollum mail?
Yeah, I do actually. I didn't think I would, but I'm kind of into it.
That's because I didn't put any phlegm into that one.
Thank you. No, please don't do that. No. Oh, I hate that. I hate it. My mouth sounds are not my...
What?
Mouth sounds are not the thing that I enjoy listening to.
Mouth sounds.
Yeah.
Did Gollum eat stamps? No, I didn't want to do stamps on a stream on like yesterday at some point.
But you do want to do Gollum.
Just that one. I made the joke of Golem Mail and Ola's.
Oh, it's a thing now, though, right?
It's not a thing. Ola was just following up on it, continuing the bit.
Uh-huh.
All bits don't have to become permanent features. They
Mm.
could just be a joke at the time. I'm not saying we're having a Golem Mail. Yes, yeah. This is Monster Hunter World. I was looking at it as reference because I want to create my own version of the kind of like little hub thing for Piggu Joust. When you go inside the ship, this when you go inside this ship, it'll have an interior in the middle that has all of this cool stuff. This is my sketch so far. So I really like having like the central host theme here, with like the cool bar and the seating arrangements and stuff. So there's like a central part to it, and then the different things that you would need for the game around the edge. I might even make it more of a circular room, to be honest. That'd be kind of cool, rather than a rectangle.
Rather than a rectangle. Oh, there's another Golem Mail. Look at that.
You read it.
I
You do your
can't,
best Gollum impression.
I can't. Golem doesn't talk to me. He doesn't trust me. He only trusts you.
You do one.
No.
I want to hear you do a Gollum.
What do you mean?
I want to hear you do Gollum voice. What do you mean? What do I mean? Don't pull the like meta shit on me. Who would you rather hear do Gollum? India is Smeagol.
There you go.
There you go.
You see?
All votes India.
No. I can try, but you'll just be like, oh, I should have done it.
No, I won't. I want to hear you do a Gollum.
Okay. Oh! There's a Golem Mail! Come on, Golem!
This is a Golem. This is now a thing.
There you go.
There you go. Thanks, Golem. That's the sound of Golem scampering away. It's not quite as convincing as the sound of bird wings fluttering.
Oh, so cute.
But
Wait,
what can you do?
Buffy, there's no one downstairs.
There's nobody to let you in, Buffs.
Thanks, Gollum.
You're welcome. I mean, he says you're welcome. La 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 la. Gosh, so what have you guys been up to? It's Thursday. And you know what that means? It's past midweek. We're already on our way to the weekend. We're jaunting over there at the speed of sound. Whoa.
Yeah, wow. I'm just
Someone
reading
ported
that
the
song.
Great Plateau from Breath of the Wild into VR chat. But it isn't just a port, it has working parts and everything. Holy guacamole! I want to experience that! Oh man, I hope that I can afford to get like a VR set at some point. I really want to experience that in actual VR. Thursday, you think you mean Friday's Eve? That's true, Tib. That's true. Jeez, oh. I feel like it was only a few days ago that it was last week, and I was saying that I felt like it was the weekend yesterday.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels like 2 weeks have gone by in about 4 days.
What? Yeah.
Like, I feel like it was only a couple of days ago that it was last week, And last week I was saying that I felt like it was still last weekend. So I feel like I'm like 2 weeks behind at this point.
It's a week till Christmas.
What?
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. It's Christmas in 8 days.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you're right. Oh my goodness. It's the 17th. I didn't know. What is time? Oh my goodness, it's... Yeah, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. No wonder there is a delivery today. The production is breaking up tomorrow for Christmas, so...
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, on the 18th. So, you know, that's probably why it's important to get the stuff in. What happened to the days? Where did they go? So for the week leading up to Christmas, I know we're not exactly professional grumpers or streamers or anything like that, but would you guys like us to just continue with these art streams? And of course we'll be doing the Anna morning either way. Or would you like us to do something slightly more festive or different for that week to kind of get in the mood? Evelyn, you're on your winter vacation. Heck yeah, Evelyn. Get that time off. Oh my gosh, Tib says I'm animating dust for work from multiple angles. It's painful. Please help. Tib, you're the best person for the job. I'm sorry. But I'm also sorry that that's what you have to do right now is just dust from multiple angles. That sounds intense. But not the good way intense. Intense in the way where it's like, there are so many specks of dust and so much to think about. You're happy with art festive streams? Okay. In that case, we'll just put some Christmas lights or something around the stream.
Oh, will we?
And continue. Yeah. We have some.
Will we?
We have some left over, don't we, from previous years?
No.
You need to get them out again.
They're gone.
What do you mean? Did you delete them?
I think we went through like several iterations of like layouts and stuff.
Right. And the lights have gone?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, we'll just make new ones, I guess. Put hats on the bear and burb. Oh, we could do that. If we could get the file there from, we could just put a hat on them.
Yeah.
I could be an elf and you could be Santa Doig.
Yeah, you would look good with an elf hat on. Indy and I watched Elf yesterday. That's a stupid movie.
Yeah, Doig had never seen it before, so I showed it to him.
It pained me so many moments where there's so many things where you're just like, no, please don't. Please don't do that. Like eating gum off the street.
That's the one which got me. I couldn't watch that. I was like, no, stop, because the scene goes on for so long.
What was the one that I was like, no?
Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
A Doig reindeer would make way more sense.
That's true. You could just give yourself a little red nose.
Yeah. I'm Christmassy all the time.
Eating cotton out of the doctor. No, actually, I kind of understood the need to do that. Tip says, remember the storyboard talk we had the other day? These storyboards did not consider this in terms of 2D effects. Like 6 different long shots with constant dust kick up. Oh my gosh. I'm really sorry, Tib. Yeah, we were saying in the peg bar the other day that a lot of storyboard artists aren't really trained to think about how their boards are going to be received by the animators at the other end. So you get a lot of shots that are kind of like super ambitious or impractical to do. And I was saying that I had experienced that myself. As someone who's going from animation to boards, you think that I would have a better idea of it. But there's been some times when I've done stuff in the boards that I think probably made people's lives more difficult at the other end without realizing it.
Every animation shot is difficult though, to some degree.
It's true, but you know, you can make it less difficult by making sure that your shots aren't incredibly long, don't have a million characters. You know, like a big thing for us at night is trying to make sure that you can't see, if you have a lot of characters or even just a couple of characters, trying to make sure that if they're walking somewhere you don't have to track their feet with the ground is a big deal.
Is that why the wolves were in the sewers?
No, but also added benefit. There's a crowd shot in Mystic that you guys will see when it's out, where there's a bunch of villagers running, and you can't see their feet for precisely that reason. Like the original shot was pulled out more so you could see the feet.
Ah, okay.
But Pat was like, cut that shot in. Because no one's going to want to animate like 20 villagers' feet interacting with the ground. So I'm learning a lot about that kind of stuff. And yeah, sure enough, it was a huge pain to do a lot of the shots where the feet do connect with the ground. Like, especially because if you're including stuff like parallax in those shots and planes are shifting,
Yeah.
then it's even harder for comp to make sure everything's in the right place. So just things that you learn.
Although comp has learned that no matter what you do, do your parallax in the animation software where the camera is, where the animator used it. Just do it there.
But I think the main thing you learned was that it's really, really difficult to glue 2D characters to 3D ground planes.
Yep, doesn't work at all.
Which was your initial response to having parallax happen, was to try and do like almost like a live action theatre set.
Yeah.
To have like a flat ground plane that was in 3D and then kind of pop up layers on top of it.
Yeah. It doesn't work.
But that's really hard to have a floor plane shifting in perspective while keeping the character's feet glued to it in a convincing way. So we all doing learns over here. Evelyn says, fun fact! Both male and female reindeers have horns. However, male reindeers shed their horns in fall while females shed theirs in spring after giving birth. Oh wow, that's so cool. I had no clue. Do we like Wes Anderson films? Mike, what are a few Wes Anderson films? Wait, is that Grand Budapest?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I think they're really interesting, especially from a boarding perspective. Lemons and oranges, you didn't realise that was an issue. It feels like there's so much to consider with storyboarding. Yeah, there really is. There really is. Tip says, I've been really actively studying limited animation because if you don't actively try, it's really easy to just not think about that stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like, you would think that I, as an animator, would be able to very easily think from the animation perspective when doing boards and be like, oh yeah, I would have trouble with this shot, so let's not put them through that. But it's not only the animators, it's like the whole production as well, in terms of, you know, the background artists and the comp artists and the designers and everything like that, as well as just the animators. And as Tiz was saying too, it's sometimes people don't consider the effects animators, and I'm sure I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, there's things where it's like, oh, we'll just give the comper, like there's a scene with bats or something, and it's like, we'll just give the comper like a couple, like 3 bats, and then they can populate the scene with them, and it's like, cool, but to move and arrange and test and time all of those takes way longer to do in After Effects than it does in your animation program.
Yeah, we came across the issue too that we did these 3 bats and we did them all opening their eyes at the same time because they're meant to open their eyes when the camera pans past them. And we also gave them little idle movements to do to set them apart from one another. So like we have an ear twitch on one, and a wing twitch on another. And then we gave them to Doig, being like, can you make sure that these are all offset in terms of their idle animations so that they're not all boogieing at the same time? You know, one's ear will twitch and then like 6 frames later, another one's ear will twitch rather than them all being synchronized. And when Doig came to do that, it's like he desynchronized all the idle animations, but that desynchronized all the eye openings as well. And it's like, well, the only way to fix this is to go in and rearrange the frames in Toon Boom. So it really should have been an animation thing rather than a comp thing.
Yeah.
But we didn't realize that until it was too late. And, you know, our animators had flown the coop to have free time and do other projects. Just give a 2D characters 3D feet. Easy. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I actually want to see what that would look like. It'd be ridiculous. So many issues. Now think about the reindeer fact on Santa's sleigh. Oh, does that mean that all of the reindeer pulling Santa's sleigh are female? Do they also have their horns?
No, they're magic.
They're magic males who never lose their horn.
But yeah, probably. I mean, if they're natural reindeer or whatever.
Oh, Tib, that does sound difficult, actually. Tib is saying, animating generic things to let it get comped into a scene is hell. I hate having to draw things having no idea where they're going to be used. Let me just work shot to shot and do it myself. Yeah, like, it'll save time, for sure. And it'll save you work. Because if you have a generic, you know, if you have a generic dust effect or a generic lightning effect that they can kind of use almost as a kit on different scenes, then that's more efficient. But also there is a complete loss of control there at how it's used. And, you know, effects are so particular to what's causing them.
Yeah.
That it must be like, it must have you cringing a lot to think about how they might be used or misused. Or they are trans reindeer. Trans reindeer rights. Either way, that's a really cool fact. I had no clue. Next time I see a reindeer, I don't think I've ever seen one in real life, but next time I see a reindeer, I'ma know that. It said trans reindeer rights. Yeah, trans reindeer rights, baby! Heck yeah. Get that Crimbo spirit. Like, I couldn't imagine animating a generic other thing, a non-effects thing to be used. Like, I know that a lot of shows have kind of generic background stuff that they can reuse. Like, you'll get buildings that can be reused between scenes or trees. That was initially how we were going to handle Mystic Crystal, in fact. I was like, I want you guys to be able to do backgrounds as fast as possible, so what I want you to do is like to make yourself a kit of trees and mountains and stuff that you can just reuse between scenes to make it faster to piece the backgrounds together.
There's a little bit of that, but not a lot.
Yeah, it didn't end up being that way. But that was the initial intent, was to be like, can we kind of not photo bash them together, but kind of art bash them together by having some stuff that is painted specifically for the scene. But because we're going to be doing a lot of mountainous and forest settings, to have like a bunch of trees and mountains that you can use between scenes. And a bunch of like textures that you can use on trees and stuff. You had to do generic footfalls on dust earlier in the project. Just trying to do things from every angle and different strengths was oh my gosh, yeah, is that why you're having to do it from every angle? Is because you're kind of creating kits for them to use. Like imagine doing that with your characters. In fact, they kind of do that with characters, don't they? Because they'll create pose sheets for specific expressions.
Yeah.
And be like, use this as a cheat sheet. Like, when the character's happy, feel free to just use this expression. When
this is their happy.
Yeah. When they're sad, feel free to just use this expression. There's like a weird sense of pride I have as an animator, which is maybe a self-destructive, not good thing, where I actively try not to use that stuff. And if I do use it, I at least like tweak it enough to make it feel mine. I think it's because I feel like I'm kind of leaning on other people's work, which is the whole point. Like, it's been done so you can use it. So use it. But I don't know, there's something in me where... Because they had a couple of those with Wander Over Yonder, is they had some special poses for the characters. But I never used any of them. I just looked at them and was like, those are really nice poses. Good job. Whoever posed those, they're real nice. And then I was like, I'll use it as inspiration to see the kind of thing that I should be looking for and do.
Yo, 64 bits animation, welcome.
Kind of foolish, to be honest. I feel like it's the same mindset that would stop people from using a model sheet and like tracing that and having that next to them.
Brian is like, India, your chaotic energy is too much for me this morning.
I know. I mean, to be fair, Bryony, when I came on to Wander Over Yonder, I'd never worked in an animation studio before, so I didn't actually know what the special poses were, really. Like, what they were for. I was just like
this or like that. No, like this.
We're not here
yeah,
to fight.
I was thinking it was more like
Even though literally
people
every
being
time
like,
we
this is
talk
the
to
kind of thing you should go for.
double-cross us, kidnap us, or threaten to destroy everything we love.
Maybe we are here for a fight.
God.
Oh my gosh! Athesia Creations, thank you so much for the raid!
Hello.
Hey guys! How you doing? We were just talking about working in animation studios and trying to be more efficient with your work by using model sheets and animation key poses.
Yes,
And-
follow us.
And generic effects and
you.
such. And how I was refusing to use them when I first came into animation. But like I said, I think it was because I wasn't 100% sure what they were there for. I was like, these must be examples of how I should pose. And I knew that I could use them, but there was a part of me that wanted to recreate it myself for fun and practice. But it would have made me much faster to just use them.
I think you were just wanting to push yourself.
Yeah, always. Like, teach a man to fish, right? Teach an animator to pose.
I guess that is the equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, if you learn to do it yourself, then it's gonna help you. But also, it doesn't help the poor producers who are like, please, animators, please. The deadline is so close. I don't have time for you to recreate this expression that you already have on your timeline, but with slight tweaks.
I've never worked in an animation studio, so I've not experienced it.
Thank you, Athesia, and thank you so much for the raid. Lemons and oranges, you're glad you heard this before you tried entering the industry and just wasting your time. Yeah, if there's a shortcut that's provided to you by production for you to use, don't be afraid to use it. That's why it's there for you. Just like model sheets, there is no shame in tracing your heads or your body proportions from the model sheets. They're there for you to use.
Yeah, all of the thinking that was put into that was done for that reason.
Yeah. The character designers, like, literally created that so you could use it that way. So there's no shame. I know model sheets are made to be used. I used to just have them, like, by my desk or, you know, on screen. But I never really thought about tracing them before. But I do that, like, all the time now. Or what I do more often is I will find a drawing that I really like in the animation that I'm doing, that I've already drawn. And I'll use that to kind of keep the head proportions the same. And I don't mean, like, I will trace everything about it, but I will, you know, trace the proportions and such to make sure that it stays similar.
Yeah.
It's basically place and trace.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
You know, that's what we're doing. Obviously, if you traced your model sheet every frame, you would end up with just a stiff model sheet moving around.
True, that is true.
But, you know, the key is to use it when you need it. And not to not use it when you need it.
Oh. Trying to use, like, the loop cut thing, and it's like, I don't know where your loops are. They're here. I'll show you one day.
Yeah, Robin is right. Robin says, I mean, if I use a special pose that has been approved, it means no retake on the posing, which is great and a time saver. Yeah, but I do it all the time. Or I'll copy a frame that I like from my animation and just put it to the side. And then when I need to, when I'm not feeling a drawing is coming out right and I can't figure out what it is, I'll use that to sanity check it by, like, dragging it underneath and just checking proportions and stuff. But yeah, the place and trace technique that's kind of used by 2D animators everywhere is kind of that. It's just having something that you can, like, kind of reuse between frames to keep a certain amount of solidarity while you change the things that matter and need adjusting, such as angles and, you know, expressions and such.
He will say yes. Make him say yes.
Yes, say yes! Thank you for the follow.
He will say yes.
And that's
Also
true
say
too.
yes.
That's true also, Tib. Tib says, if we as smaller people and groups really want to make effective content, leveraging as many shortcuts and sneaky tricks as possible is going to be incredibly valuable. Yeah, I think that's why storytime animation has taken off so much. It's because it's essentially, more or less, it's storyboarding. It's like keep posing out and not doing any of the in-betweens. And it's way faster to do than full animation. So you can make much more of it, which is great.
Yeah, definitely.
Ola says, but that's where you're wrong. Sometimes I've got a note that it's off model, but I traced the model sheet. I suppose, is that a case where the design has kind of evolved as the production's gone along? Because as people have drawn the character in motion, it's developed to a point where it's just slightly different now. And there are slightly different ways of doing the expression.
That definitely happens.
Yeah, because I've had that happen a lot where you design a character, but the character's not really designed until you've had a bunch of animators move it around. Because that can change so much about it. Doodles says, oh my gosh, Oli, I've had notes like that. It's like, but it's the model sheet. Yes, but the model sheet has evolved in the past 2 months. Now we like the way that Carly draws it.
Get on my model.
Strive was designed in the edit. Strive is an interesting case because I think you can very much see whose scene is whose by the way that Strive is drawn, which is something that I kind of like, honestly, about it. It's nice, I think, to be able to see the fingerprints of the animators.
Well, I think there's like different versions of Strive. There's there's L inking L Strive. There's
Yes.
India inking India Strive. There's India inking L Strive. There's
David inking
David inking
L Strive.
L Strive.
David inking India Strive. I forget who inked Tip Strive.
I don't know.
But yeah, I think if you have a sharp eye, you can tell who's who. Indra and L fixing Tip Strive. There's lots of my strives that were also fixed and helped by people. The benefits of a team. Having a bunch of eyeballs. How many strives were there? As many strives as there are artists. And combinations of those artists. It's kind of like a fusion. A gem fusion.
Fusion,
It's like,
ha!
it's a different person when you combine the talents of two different people together. But like I said, I kind of like that. Like, I don't think there's any problem in a production showing the style of animators, so long as it doesn't detract from it. As long as it's not distracting.
Yeah.
And the character changes so much that it's difficult to keep track between scenes.
That's one of the things I find with actually watching reanimated is like you're constantly like knocked out of the experience because of the shift.
Gotcha.
So it's nice to watch as a kind of celebration, but it's not. I don't find watching reanimated to be on a similar thing of like it's like a different viewing experience, you know. I'm not necessarily saying it's worse, just different.
No, I get you. It doesn't. You would prefer to watch a celebration than say an episode animated like that.
Yeah.
I get you. Like, I think it's important to keep things consistent for a reason. But also, like, I think it's difficult to keep the animator and artist styles out of things.
Well, for sure. I think the purpose of a reanimated is that, though. Like, the purpose is to kind of celebrate each individual animator.
Yeah, I think
leaving their mark.
I think what I'm saying is even in productions where they try to iron that out,
yeah,
you kind of can't. You know, there's a reason why you can recognize what artist did which Sakuga just from the movement styles. Just like you can recognize when it's a Milk Carl animation. Because the artists all have these isms that are kind of connected to them.
Right.
Like Milk Carlisms is like having the head wobble. You know, and Don Bluthisms is that really elongated mouth pose he does with a lot of his female characters and the head bob that goes along with it.
Okay.
Like, and I like that about it. I like that you can kind of see the fingerprint of the animators and the artists.
I made a mistake.
What did you do?
It might be okay. It might be okay.
Yeah, exactly, Evelyn. It's impossible to completely eliminate an artist style. It's why it's so hard to emulate other people's styles. Like, I try to draw other people's styles and people can still tell they're my drawings. Because there's something in the way that I do expressions, I think, that is very particular to me. And even I don't know what it is. I just know it's hard for me to stop doing it.
Oh yeah. If those expressions get carried through the boards into animation, prepare for them. It's Swifty expressions in a feature near you.
Yeah. Ola says milk cold was so much more than his head wobbles though. Yeah, that's just a classic example. Milk cold to me is also like very delicate, articulated, intricate hands that move in particular ways. I love Milk Carl's hands. Like, he draws them so beautifully. But there are definitely like calling cards. Or signatures, as if you will. I think that's partially why it's important to follow people, not projects.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is I think a lot of people, you know, think that if a certain project was really good, or you know, then the studio is the place to be because they made the project. But the studio is just the collection of people, and the people on that project are what made it what it was. So rather than following the studio or the project, such as if you really love a series and you want to follow that series everywhere, even if it travels around to different studios and is done by a bunch of different people, I think recognizing that the people are the ones that kind of made it special, and those people are going to try and make everything they do special everywhere they go.
Yeah.
Is a good thing to keep in mind, because if you work with those people, they're always going to be bringing their A game and trying to do like push the boat out.
Yeah, because sometimes you can have a sense like companies can have that grandfather's hammer aspect, where they'll hire in different like they'll outsource and hire in different people.
There are definitely projects that don't have as much passion behind them, that deserve to have passion behind them, you know. And I think a lot of the time it's because they're taking place with teams that are kind of dialing it in, not just like because they're lazy or anything, but also because there's not much budget and not much time to do it, and they're getting pressured by people to get it done. And that's the kind of thing I don't really want to work on, is when people are kind of forced to dial it in.
Gotcha.
I want to always be working on stuff where people are trying to push it.
Yeah.
And I think there are people who kind of, that's a habit for them.
They can't but help themselves.
Yeah. And those are the kind of people I want to follow and work with.
It makes it tough to work on though.
It does, but it means that wherever I work, I'm always going to be challenged, and we're always going to be trying to make it more than it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell when something was drawn on a Wacom, you're right. Evelyn said that, and I can definitely see that. People are getting much closer to emulating traditional art, but I still think there is something in doing it traditionally.
Like, we got followed by someone called High Functioning.
Cool.
Yeah. And Space Bear. Ah, cool. I'm just reading through the names. Making Tangles, Nintendark, Tim Plumstein. Yeah, thanks for the follows.
Thank you guys. Thanks Mike for calling them out. Tib says animation's an interesting medium. It's inherently collaborative because it's such a time-consuming art form. And it's inherently mechanical since it cannot exist in reality without some kind of mechanism to play it. I like animation. It's very strange that we can believe a drawing moves. I love that. The human's ability to personify stuff. Never underestimate it. Like, we can become attached to rocks if we think that they have feelings. So drawings are just another leap. I love that though. Like, it's wonderful. Animation is a medium where truly anything is possible, and the artists have the most control over how their stuff will appear. Just in terms of, with live action, you're at the mercy of, say, the weather on the day, or, the limitations of physicality.
Yeah, to a sense. I mean, I think with the adoption of visual effects into cinema now, like, that's using it's kind of animation is bleeding more and more into live action films, because I consider visual effects in films to be animated content.
Okay.
Just presented over a live action plate. And now you have instances where the green screen is no longer a green screen. It's actually I think they like physically project landscapes around actors.
Oh yeah.
And props and lighting, and then they light the actors based on the probably HDR maps or whatever they are.
Super cool.
So like the people they're on a set, and they can see in every direction this virtual matte painting 3D environment. The camera can move around. It's crazy.
It's mind-boggling. It's super cool. I love the way that live action and animation kind of intertwine, and visual effects too, in that way though. I think the more that we all work together and, the disciplines cross over, the better and more stuff we'll be able to make.
Yeah.
Anything is possible until the program will crash, yeah. Yeah, when the work conditions diminish, that does suck. It does. I think you can get through it if you have a bunch of people who are really passionate and care about it. Then you can still make a go of that. But if people have kind of lost their spark, then it becomes just a job, Just something that you 9 to 5 and then disappear from and don't think about again until the next day. And not in the positive way, because there is a way that you can do that and it's still positive. But in a way where you're kind of like, I can't wait for this day to be over so I can go home and not do this.
Mm.
And when it gets to that point, like, it sucks. Luckily, it's never got to that point for me, but I've seen people for whom it's got to that point.
What point?
The point where they're like, I just want to go home. I don't want to be doing this. I'm just going to get it done so I can leave. And that's there every day.
Yeah.
Is just that, like, the work is hard and long and painful, and they just want to get through it with minimum effort. And like, I feel bad that those people are having a bad experience with it. Because I think people make their best work when they are enjoying it and having fun. But sometimes working conditions make that really hard for people to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'd not considered that, you guys, with the camera projection stuff. Yeah, well, with the tech I was just talking about, India, like, when you're actually on the stage, you can't see it like you would be in the environment. You see it from maybe the camera would see it. Yeah.
Interesting. Like, much as I do love the crossover between visual effects and animation and live action, I wonder how it's impacted the actors and whether it's made their job any easier. Because I think there is something to it being easier to act and more fun to act when you're in an actual set, interacting with actual people, than when you're in front of a green screen and your co-star is going to be comped in afterwards and you're like filming in separate locations.
Yeah, imagine like going on location for like the film The Thing and you're way up in some snowy, isolated place or whatever. I don't know if they filmed the interiors on location, but definitely like the outdoors.
Exactly, it's like theatre actors, right? Like imagine if, you know, the set wasn't there at all and hadn't been designed. Like I think having a set that expresses the location is a big help for the actors when they're on stage. You know, it's hard to do a theatrical production of Lord of the Rings if you just have a black stage with nothing on it. Because there's so much about the like length of the journey and the rolling vistas and the different environments.
There's a there was a film, I think Gerard Butler starred in it as Beowulf. I think it was called Beowulf and Grendel, and they shot that on location, and like the cinematography and the landscapes and stuff that are really cool. The music is also really awesome, but they had to shut down shooting one day because the winds were too strong.
Oh.
And it was putting the crew in danger.
Wow. Yeah. Tiff says that minimalist set design isn't exactly uncommon though. That's true, but that's what they're going for. And that again helps to push the feel of what they're going for. You know, so long as that's an artistic decision that is meant to help evoke a feeling. If it's helping to do that, that's awesome, but that feeling can't be evoked in the actors if they're not part of that, you know? Wait a second. The Mandalorian can do it really well with their fully digital set. Are you telling me The Mandalorian was completely...
Yeah.
That's incredible. Wow. They did it super well. Holy guacamole. I did not realize. It's kind of mind-boggling. The Mandalorian doesn't use green screen much. Let me find an image of their site. Yes, please. Let me have a look at this.
Wow.
So, is that a screen then behind him?
Yeah, it looks like.
With the background projected onto it? Or?
I think so, yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Oh, look at that costume. So cool.
I really like his first costume in this series.
Before he gets all shiny.
Yeah. There's something gunslingery about it.
They used the Unreal Engine to create the backgrounds. Wow. Tiff, you think we're done with live action? No more live action films. I do agree though. I think the pandemic, while bad for a lot of things, has been an environment in which animation's been able to thrive.
Yeah.
Because we artists have the advantage of not needing to be in a physical location to deliver our work.
Working from home, baby.
So we can work in a safe way and still complete the work. The physical camera is tied to a digital camera in Unreal, so the perspective of the flat screens always looks 3D in the camera view. That's so cool! That's amazing! Wow!
And it'll be in Unreal so they can get the real-time rendering.
That's so cool! I love that! It's kind of like augmented virtuality.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It's like VR but reverse. It's like bringing it out into the world instead of you going into that world.
Coin the term, India.
No, it's already a term.
Oh.
Augmented virtuality is the term.
Oh.
I'd love to coin it, but I can't.
You stole it.
No, I'm just using it in a sentence like it's meant to be
You
used.
impressed me with your
I
stuff.
stole
You
the
got
words.
sponsored by the term.
I am not.
I trusted you.
Well, good. Guess that's what it's called.
How dare you?
Sorry. Don't know what I'm apologizing for.
She's so sad.
She's so loud. You just finished colouring your project! Ola! Hey!
Yeah.
Congratulations! You did it! What's left then? Just comp. Buffy! Come on, Buffy! Come up and say hi to us! Buffy!
Silence.
Yeah. She always stops, like she's considering if she actually wants to make the effort to come up and see me or not. Come up and see me sometime. Take control of your own life.
She's not used to the fact that Declan isn't in his bedroom. She's just like screaming at him to let her in so he can snuggle on the bed. Oh, there she
Aw.
goes. Oh, I'm going to bash her.
Go and
She's being
bash
a
her.
pain.
I can't wait to see it, Ola. It's gonna be so cool. Mike's on the warpath. She's gonna get bashed, which in Mike speak means she's gonna get snuggled and petted. Here she is. Can I scrumple her belly? Yeah. Oh, she's so soft. Scrumple that belly. Hey, Buffy. Hey, you. Isn't it nicer to be up here with people
Susan,
who love and adore you? Isn't it nicer? I'll let you in the kitchen. Declan said to not let you in because you keep peeing on the floor. If you want to be let in, you need to stop peeing on the floor, Buffy. Aww.
I'm not holding.
Okay, I'll let you put her down. She's got a fresh box. Like, she has a box with a little lizard mat in it that generates heat. And she's had it for like, I don't know, it has to have been since the beginning of the pandemic, basically. So like 8-9 months. And it's so grody now. It's like covered in cat sick and fur and like hairballs and just like claw marks. So we've got her a fresh box just the other day that she loves. It's got proper walls as well this time. It's not like half destroyed like the one she normally uses is.
Oh, cool. So modeling what will effectively be the door, which like sort of like big door that will open the end of the hall, or maybe it'll just be half open all the time. I don't know.
Robin says, oh wait, it's a crow mail. Stamps! Ah! Ah! Thank you, Stamps. Let me take this. Aha! Robin says, tell Buffy I love her. Buffy! Buffy! Robin loves you. Feels like she doesn't know quite what to make of it.
Sent me a video of have you seen these things where you can give your pets buttons to communicate with you? So they'll say like one word and they can click them down with their feet.
Yeah.
Axe sent me one of a cat with this button. It just keeps clicking the mad button. So it's just like mad, 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 mad. She's like, "Why are you mad?" And then it just stares at her, just like unblinking. Then turns back, mad.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Billy the mad cat.
Pet do cat. The cat's too far away. She does that thing where she will get all up close to you, so you get the feeling that you want to pet her because she's super adorable. But then when you reach out, she'll be just too far away for you to touch. And she loves doing that repeatedly to just get arm's length away from you, so you can't pet her. Oh, a new litter box system for your cat. Kezek, what is it going to be? Because any advice with litter boxes we could do with.
Yeah.
I know, it's super cruel. She knows I want to pet her and she just teases me. A wood pellets one. Kezek, do you have problems with your cat peeing places?
Look, India.
What is it?
I got the central pole and the start of the forward
Oh, dude.
bar area. Door. I want there to be like here. I always imagine there'd be like upper levels like this as well. Like it would be a really tall room.
It looks awesome. Yeah, the main problem we have with Buffy is just her peeing everywhere all the time. And we're not sure how to fix it because she has like a couple of litter boxes that are always available for her, but she very rarely uses them. She prefers to just pee everywhere, and at this point she's got to be like 14 years old, so she's pretty old to be peeing everywhere. You know, she should have been trained before, but I think when Declan got her, she must not have been properly litter trained. So she just hasn't learned, and now it's extra hard to try and teach her. Have we tried different litters for Buffy? No, we always use the one that Declan buys that is like flushable. Should we try different litters? Do you think that would help?
Maybe.
It's not that she doesn't use it suddenly, it's that she's never used it.
Yeah, when we moved in, it was like, yeah, she doesn't always get to the box. Like, not that she doesn't always use the box.
Sometimes she does, but it's more common for her to pee somewhere else than it is for her to pee in the box.
You had a protest poo on the carpet.
Yeah, it could be a medical thing, but it could just be like, my suspicion is just that whoever had Buffy when she was a kitten didn't litter box train her properly. If you put wood chips in the litter box and you had a protest poo on the carpet. Is a cat still like inclined to use a litter box if it's never been taught to use a litter box though? Because you have to teach them as kittens, don't you? At least that was what I always thought. When we had kittens, we always had to go through like a bunch of time training them to use the litter box. By like seeing they were about to pee and being like, nope, I'm going to put you in here. And now you're going to get pets.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna try like giving her treats every time she used the box, but she never uses the box.
Yeah, exactly. You can never catch her soon enough after she's used it to give her the treats. You'd have to be watching her like 24/7.
What would a cat sit on in a bar, a milk bar?
A newspaper or a box. Or whatever you're trying to read at the time.
Whoa. I guess I'll just make like a stool or something.
But did you have that cat from a kitten as well? Because we could buy another litter tray, and rather than take away the litter trays she currently has, we could buy another one with a different type of litter and just have it there in case she wants to use it and see if that makes a difference.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there's no need for us to change out all of the litter trays, but we could try a different one and see if she prefers it or something. Oh, Ben says my cat has detected cat talk and has come over for cuddles. Oh, had her since she was about 4 weeks old. That's so young! Oh my goodness. I bet yours was a rescue. Maybe he was already taught how to use the litter tray. I'm not sure. Oh, Bert says he also had brain damage. He was hit by a car and had no tail. He was kind of weird, but I loved him. Oh, all cats are adorable good beans. Even you, Buffy. Despite the fact that you do everything you can to make our lives hell, still adorable.
She's not a bad cat.
She's not. She's
It's just that one thing.
she's just unempathetic. She's not a very cuddly cat,
There's also
which
that,
is a
yeah.
shame because she's adorable.
She would be so cuddle.
Yeah,
She
she would.
lives in a house where she would be so
She would-
fucking
yeah.
cuddle.
Everybody wants to cuddle her. She wants to be cuddled by no one. He couldn't land on his feet. Oh no! Oh no! It's an important skill to have. Apparently, before we moved in with Declan, he was living at another flat in the same complex, and Buffy launched herself out of a window for some reason, but was fine because she landed on her feet. She just went for it. I don't know why, but since then we've been very careful about opening the windows in case she gets the inclination again. Yeah, Dark Ball says cats have a very short time where they connect an action with its consequences. If it's not apparent for them immediately, they will not connect dots. So praising and getting angry at a cat for something you've done a while ago will just be a random thing for no reason. I mean, that makes sense. If someone got mad at me for something and I couldn't understand what they were saying because we didn't communicate the same way,
Yeah.
I would have no clue what they were angry at me for unless it was the thing I'd immediately just done. I'd be like, what, this? I did this bad?
Buffy won't stop when she's in mid-flow either. You would if you catch her while, you're just like, Buffy!
She just
like,
looks at you or she does it
what?
and you're like, no! Stop! I think she does know that she's not meant to do it though.
Yeah.
Because when she does it somewhere she knows she's not meant to, she will run away.
Yeah, she'll slink away with her ears back.
Yeah, and if you approach her, she'll run.
We're not yelling at her at all either. It's just like, oh, Buffy.
I am. I'm like, Buffy! But it doesn't stop her from doing it. Oh no! Bert says every time he jumped he landed on his back most of the time. Aw, he liked being stroked, although he attacked women, so he was kind of sexist. It shouldn't be as funny as it is.
I'm laughing at your laugh.
Oh my god. Well, Mike and I really want to get a cat together. So at some point that will happen and you guys will get to see our kitten. I'm really excited for when that happens.
Yeah.
Mike and I have been talking about it a lot. I bring it up a lot because I'm excited for it to happen.
I wanted to get a cat with you for almost 8 years.
Yeah, I feel like 2021 will be the year where maybe we're finally in a position to get a cat.
Their first son.
Yep. Firstborn. See you, Ben. You have a good walk.
Okay.
You want to get a cat or dog, but you're worried about them being alone. Ah, that's a fair worry. I think Mike was saying that if we got cats, he might want to get 2. So that when we are too busy, they have someone to play with or snuggle up with.
Yeah.
It's slightly better for us because we'll probably be working from home the majority of the time. If nothing changes.
Yeah. I might export this into the engine to check scale.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. No time to worry about the past.
What now?
Sorry, is the song saying no time to worry about the past?
Oh, gotcha. How would you guys handle having a cat or 2 and then a job offer that requires moving abroad? Well, I think our thinking at the minute is that Mike and I would love to get our own place again at some point, and also there's a lot of places we'd like to go. And the reason we haven't had a cat so far is because we've been aware that we're probably going to be moving around a lot. But I think the intent this time is to move first at some point in 2021. And then when we're at a place where we feel comfortable, look to getting a cat and staying there a little while. If we end up moving again after that, then I guess we'd have to cross that bridge when we come to it. The best case scenario would be that we could just bring the cat with us. Worst case scenario is we would potentially have to find someone to adopt the cat.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, that would be really painful, which is why we want to make sure that we move first. Because I wouldn't want to put a cat through the stress of having to be flown across on a plane or anything. Do we think we'll stay in Ireland? I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm looking further afield. Because next year I'm thinking that I might be doing some storyboard work. And that storyboard work may be based in LA. Which means that I might have an easier time getting an American visa, because presumably the people I'm working with, the directors, will be able to give me a hand in getting one by vouching for the fact that I'll be working with them. However, Mike and I are also unsure if we want to live in America, because there's lots of concerns for us about that. Gun violence is a concern, the healthcare system is a concern, the price of living somewhere like LA is a concern. We've also had some people tell us that LA is not a nice place to live. Although I'm sure there are areas of it that are very nice. So we're also thinking Canada. We would love to live in Canada. But we have to think about it more seriously, because if we wanted to live somewhere like that, we would need to get a visa, and visas are expensive to apply for. Even to just apply for a Canadian visa is $2,000 per person, and you can get turned down.
That's all the reasons why Ola doesn't want to move to the LA or the US.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly, Ola. I'm in the same boat. Like, I would love to be closer to the people I'm working with. I would love to be closer to American friends. But I am intimidated and scared by living in the US, and I'm not sure I want to do that. So yeah, not 100%. But I do know that Mike and I really want to get our own place, so we are looking into options for next year. Not that living with Declan isn't amazing. I love Declan. He's awesome. He's been like super kind and an awesome flatmate the entire time we've been here. It's just like, it's still very expensive for us to live here. And I'd like to have a place where Mike and I can kind of put our print on it. Which we can't really do here because number one, it's Declan's place. But that's actually mainly it. Yeah, it's Declan's place. I wouldn't want to invest a lot of time into decorating anything here because it's not our space, and also because when we moved here it was intended to be like more of a temporary thing. Ola, you want to go to Canada too? I've heard Canada's super nice. Mike and I have been looking at Ottawa. Kezak says Kevin can tell you about living in LA. Okay, I'll ask Kevin about it. Did I do something again? I don't know, Tiv. I don't know. I do a lot of things. I don't know if it's me, though. I haven't done anything super recently, so unless it's something paying off from like a while ago, it might just be that it's someone else, or it's just that they're like, this person's cool.
Maybe it's because you posted some work on Twitter, Tib. That's kind of how it worked.
Let's all go to Canada. Yeah. Yeah. Like Ottawa sounds real nice. It sounds like it's a real cultural hub. A lot of places allow pets. It's much cheaper to live than here.
What happened?
You know, so, and we have some pals over there already. Like we have Renee is over there, and so is Melon, who are two art friends. And I believe Kevin's thinking of moving to Canada. So it'd be nice to be able to land there and already have a little support network, so we're not completely alone. Vert says, I have to admit, I would like to go to Hollywood and be a movie star.
Vert's been on TV.
Have you? What was you on TV for?
He's been in Sherlock Holmes.
Really? Really, really, really? That is so cool. Tell me more. Like, did he have a car?
Wait, I know what's happening. There's a camera in here. Yeah, you hijack. Yeah, there we go. Wait, Vert says I've been in loads. Sherlock, Coronation Street, BBC Doctors, a bunch of zombie films. Vert, I didn't know this. You have an IMDb. Ah, that's so cool. Oh man, that's awesome. I have to watch out for you. India, what do you think of this as a scale
For what?
for the gathering hall?
It's nice. I like it. Not too big, not too small. Your IMDb is Jason Thomas Brown. Okay, I'll check that out. What's your real name? Oh my gosh. That was already my nemesis. I'm so behind in getting into things on TV. Oh no. I was in the Sainsbury's Choir of the Year Awards on TV singing when I was very young.
You sing?
Shut up. What's the best thing to see you in? Is it Sherlock? He doxed himself, Kimmy! Put it in the chat and everything. You're in some music videos! What? Which music videos? I must know. I had no clue. Is it something that you would like to pursue beyond being an extra, do you think? Like, do you want to get into acting? You will say the music videos because they're horrible. Okay. Fair enough. I will make you say them. Bert was actually in Starlight Brigade, yeah. Bert for Strive. You all animated him and you had no idea. Oh man, I want to be in the IMDb club.
You are in the IMDb club.
But it's so inaccurate and I can't change it. Every time I try to change my IMDb page to make it accurate, it tells me that I need to prove who I am.
Then prove who you are.
It's a really complex process. I need to get someone else to vouch that I was, like, doing things.
Maybe Patrick could do it.
Maybe.
I don't know. What do you think, you guys?
You'd like to do acting, you have done student film stuff. That's so cool. I was pregnant. We don't talk about pregnant. Okay. You're on IMDb. They didn't ask you a thing. Did you try and change anything though, Kimmy? Did you try and enter stuff into your IMDb page? Because that's what I tried to do. Because there's nothing on there except the one thing that I did when I was like 17.
Starlight Brigade is on there.
It's not for me.
Let's just see about that, shall we?
Yeah. Oh, you did? Okay. Weird. Maybe I should try it again. Maybe the system's changed since I tried to do it.
Look, director. I clicked it. There you go. Director, Starlight Brigade.
That's cool. So, what else do I have on there? What's my entire career?
You were on Wet and Soppy
I was.
as an animator. And are you proud of me?
There you go. That's my entire career. Nothing about working at Boulder or, or any of the other stuff I've done since then.
Hey, at least they have like,
At least I have Starlight Brigade.
yeah. We
That's
should put
cool.
a photo of you up on here.
I'd love to. Like, if I could find a way to do it. Like, maybe I should try again. Since people are saying that they could adjust their pages.
I want to look at this.
Yeah, no Amphibia intro. No working on computer game cinematics.
One night, a young boy watches all the stars go out. As a young man, he follows what he believes is a falling star toward the crash. Sight of a small spacecraft in the cockpit, he realizes his destiny and leaves all he knows behind to seek out the great Starlight Brigade.
Yeah.
I wonder who wrote that.
Me too.
Pretty cool. Technical specs. Color. Color.
But yeah, my IMDb page is terrible. it doesn't have a lot of stuff. And I wasn't sure how to change it, but I'll try and work it out now since you guys are saying that it's a simple process.
I wonder if there's any Michael Doigs on IMDb.
If I'm on there for Starlight Brigade, you have to be on there.
I'm not.
Didn't they surely they just went through all the credits for Starlight Brigade though?
Apparently there's a producer on Listen Up. No, I don't think so.
Huh.
Just you.
That's weird. Can you just make one for yourself?
Wait.
He must say yes. Make him say yes.
Wait.
Wait, look, that's you!
That's me. I didn't do this.
You've been wrongly attributed. What did you do, Mike? Tell me your credit.
What the fuck?
What is it?
They've attributed me as producer. I was. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Well, it must be the other Michael Doig, the one who keeps receiving awards and you keep getting congratulated.
What the fuck is this? Guys, I have
Oh
an
my gosh.
IMDb. What is this?
Good job. Oh, wow, I love that film you produced, Mike. It's great.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Listen up, Emily.
Listen up, Emily. Cool. Nice job, Doig. There's another Michael Doig out there who's just seething at you right now because they're like, I produced this and this person has it attributed to them instead.
Good job on Emily.
Robin, you're on it too. That's awesome.
How,
Also, a truly wacky welcome.
how the... Wow.
Wow. Wow.
It's listed wrong here, but right here? Where's the crew? Where's the crew?
What's a good text font for end credits? Not the elf font. Jeez, Mike and I watched that yesterday and I was like, wow, they really chose that font for the credits, huh? I always like something understated, but I guess you want something that feels warm and Christmassy and maybe kind of chunky.
Where is the like... I don't know. Where is the... Do I have to like go... Do I have to have Pro to see these?
It can be simple. I always like stuff like Calibri, Autohoma, like rounded, gentle fonts, I guess. But that's just my 2 cents.
Right.
Papyrus.
Michael Doig, producer.
That's you. All that stuff you produced. That
Oh, that stuff I produced.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we don't have a lurk command. Truly wacky, and we're sorry.
Maybe we should make one. For all the lurkers.
All those lurkers out there. I just make one where Batissimo is like in all caps. This person is lurking now.
Nice job trying to stay inconspicuous.
Someone else set up IMDb pages. I can't say that.
IMDb pages? Your papyrus in bright yellow against white background. Truly, that is chaotic.
I don't know
Oh,
how to make
nice.
it. I can't remember. Is it?
Thanks, Kurzek.
Something like this.
You have to tell us. We're creating this purely for you, Truly Wacky, so you have to tell us, like, if it's good or if you want it changing.
Bad variable user. Shit. What is it then?
Viewer?
Damn it. I used the right syntax, but I used the wrong variable name. Is it username maybe?
I believe in you, Mike. You can do it.
Thanks.
Believe you can find the right variable. Yeah, if Ola really does make a white background with papyrus and yellow font, then it's your fault.
I think I have to set the permission to be... It automatically sets the commands to be used by moderators. I always forget that.
Taking care of business.
Okay, set. Game set match.
Nice. Nice. You did it.
You've forever changed our stream now. Alright, see you.
Yeah, have a good time. Slay them demons.
I mean, it's about the same size as the ship. Kind of work.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my gosh, why is everything falling off the desk around me? We're gonna have to head
Yeah.
as well. We have to be punctual today. Partially because of my deadline, partially because we have no food in. So in order to have breakfast, we have to go to the shop and buy some.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go and do a quick shop run to get some grub.
No 10-hour stream today. Although,
Maybe later if you want.
how would you feel about that?
Yeah, but it would have to be. I think so. I'm not. Like,
Okay.
it's a pretty intense time at work at the minute.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of acting I'm doing on storyboards that depend upon me listening to dialogue, which is really hard to do when you're speaking next to me.
Yeah.
So maybe not today,
Okay.
if that's all right. But tomorrow evening you can, because I have to deliver another board.
By then.
Yeah, by midday tomorrow. So
Okay. Alright. Let's see.
what are you guys up to today? While Mike finds someone to raid. 1 week before Krampus.
I mean, how
I'm
would,
gonna
you,
buy some mince pies, guys.
how would you guys feel about a stream where I'm not on mic? Or I'm just like working away? Work. Oh, I always want to raid Michael Reeves because he's like awesome, but it's just you get consumed.
Yeah, their chat is not like our chat. Their chat is a less friendly place to be.
He's got like 17,000 people watching him play Minecraft.
Let's go to someone where you can have a conversation.
Yeah. I'm picking, sorry. Let's go with So Much Monsters.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they're ZBrush plugin work. Art later? Question mark. They're they do some really cool stuff, and they have dancing bears as their like stream overlay, so that gets me.
All right. Heck yeah, and I'm gonna be boarding,
You're gonna be bored and
so I'll do my best.
scary shark.
Everybody else have a good day and best of luck with whatever you're working on.
And may the rest
Of your day
be filled
with
adventure!
adventure!
Wow, wow, wow.